Hi students, welcome to digital classes. In previous classes, we have learnt two characteristics of reactants and products. First one physical state, second one heat changes. In physical state, there are three states there. Any matter will exist in three states: gas, liquid, solid. We have learnt about them. So for gas, examples are CO2, carbon dioxide, CO, carbon monoxide, H2, hydrogen gas, and N2, nitrogen gas. And for liquids, all acids, salt solutions, water, obviously. Next, all carbonated drinks. Next, for solid, all metals. For example, look at the pics on the screen. This one aluminium metal in solid state, and this one iron metal Fe in solid state. This one aluminium, this one iron. Next, second characteristic, heat changes. First look at the activity 1. Take about 1 gram of quicklime calcium oxide in a beaker. Add 10 ml of water. Add 10 ml of water. Once touch the beaker with your fingers, what will happen? What do you notice? You will notice that you will feel hot. Why? Because in that chemical reaction, heat will be released. So this reaction is exothermic reaction. Nowadays, all members using for whitewashing. All members, obviously all members will use paints, but in olden days people used to buy limestones. After crushing them, they will take the total that crushed powder into a big container, and they will add water. After mixing well, they starts boiling without providing any fire. So what do you observe from that? We will conclude that in that heat is liberated. So that is exothermic reaction. Next, third characteristic, expressing the gas evolved. If any gas evolved in any chemical reaction along with the formula of the gas, one notation will be indicated, means that is upward direction. If any gas evolved in any chemical reaction, that is denoted by upward arrow, upward. H2 gas, it is all members, all gases will go upward direction. Based on that, this notation is given. Next, fourth one, expressing precipitate. If any reaction precipitate is formed, that is denoted by downward arrow, like this, downward arrow. For example, expressing precipitate formed in this one equation given, silver nitrate solution, when it is reacts with sodium chloride, common salt. You already know common salt. They will give AgCl, solid precipitate. Here precipitate means insoluble substance, and produces a sodium nitrate solution. Here AgCl is PPT, precipitate. It is insoluble. So we can see clearly in activity. Here we have two activities 2 and 3. So first let us observe activity 2. In activity 2, take about 100 ml of water in a beaker and dissolve a small quantity of sodium sulfate Na2SO4. Next, take about 100 ml of water in another beaker and dissolve a small quantity of barium chloride BaCl2 and observe the colors of the solutions obtained. What happened? This is sodium sulfate, downside barium chloride. So in this barium chloride solution, this white color you are observing, white color, this white color means this is PPT. It is insoluble. That's why we can easily observe from the solution. So it will not mix with the remaining solution. So this insoluble substance is known as PPT, precipitation. This PPT is formed between the reaction between Na2SO4 and BaCl2. When reaction takes place between Na2SO4 and BaCl2, it will form barium sulfate. This PPT is known as barium sulfate. Remaining solution, sodium chloride solution. The reaction will be Na2SO4 plus BaCl2. So that is BaSO4 plus NaCl. This is barium sulfate PPT, this white PPT. Next, look at the activity 3. Take a few zinc granules in a conical flask and add about Take a few zinc granules in a conical flask, add about 5 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid. And to this acid, zinc granules we should add. After adding zinc granules, that zinc granules reacts with acid, it will forms hydrogen gas. From the pic we can see that hydrogen gas arrow mark given. So next, from this figure, H2 gas, it is indicated by upward direction. We can see clearly from the figure. The small dots from the figure, small dots are zinc granules, and this liquid dilute HCl, hydrochloric acid. When hydrochloric acid reacts with zinc chloride, ZnCl2 will be formed. Along with it liberates hydrogen gas. From this figure we can see clearly upward direction given. So to test this gas, whether it is hydrogen gas or not, to test this gas, if lighted matchstick, if you keep near to the mouth of the conical flask, it will give pop sound. So that pop sound indicates hydrogen gas. Next, fourth characteristic, expressing precipitate formed. If a precipitate is formed in any chemical reaction, that is denoted by downward arrow, like this downward arrow. For this we have one example. If silver nitrate AgNO3 silver nitrate solution reacts with NaCl solution, sodium chloride common salt solution, it will give AgCl. It is a precipitate, PPT. It is precipitate, and along with this sodium nitrate will be formed. So in this AgCl is a PPT, precipitate. This precipitate means insoluble substance. Insoluble substance is known as precipitate. So in this equation, precipitate is formed. We have already watched the PPT in figure. So same like that, AgCl is a precipitate. It is denoted with downward direction arrow mark. There are other characteristics also there, such as temperature, pressure, and catalyst. So look at the examples. In first example, AgCl. When AgCl in presence of sunlight, it will decompose into Ag and Cl. So in this reaction, sunlight provides heat energy. That heat energy also needed for completion of reactions. Next, in second equation, CO2 and water, they combine together and forms glucose. It will be formed in plants. In plant leaves uses CO2 and water in the presence of sunlight within the chlorophyll. It produces glucose. Along with this, it liberates oxygen gas. So here sunlight is heat energy, and chlorophyll is a catalyst. Catalyst means in any chemical reaction, the third additive which will not involve in the chemical reaction, but it boosts the chemical reaction. It makes the reaction faster. So for example, in cooking any vegetable items or non-veg items, suppose to make it faster, sometimes we will use baking soda. So just like that, in that situation, baking soda is a catalyst which increase the pace of the reaction. Means it will not involve in the chemical reaction, it will not spoil the reaction, but it boosts the reaction. So just like that, here chlorophyll boosts the reaction. Means chlorophyll makes the reaction in presence of sunlight, uses CO2 and water, it produces glucose atom. So only green plants only produces food. So why? Because green plants only have green pigment which is known as chlorophyll. In the presence of chlorophyll only, within that chlorophyll uses CO2 and water, in the presence of sunlight produces glucose. So no other plant which is not in green color, so that green color plant does not, and which is not green color, so that plants will not produce glucose. Why? Because there is absence of chlorophyll. So these are the characteristics of the reactants and products. Okay students, in next class I will bring new topic to you.